This little one's not very well. Oh dear. I'm very grateful for the hug that you gave me this morning, though. That was very sweet. Hi. Oh my goodness. I have not done an official update or an official intro or whatever you do in these YouTube videos or vlogs, whatever. I have never followed the protocol or whatever it's called. Anyway, I haven't done it. But it is now almost 4:45 in the afternoon, and I have basically started a 48-hour readathon, which I started at 10 a.m, and today is the 2nd of November. And basically I am calling this, as you can see from the title, my birthday reading vlog. Yeah, so I've been off work today, so which has been lovely. I tried doing a reading vlog a few weeks ago, back in October, and that was just an absolute disaster, because I was working overtime, I was doing extra shifts here, there and everywhere, and I was reading, but not as much as I would like. I barely read anything in October. So I did read a bit, 2 mangas, and I finished a book that I've been stuck on for a while as well, which you will see. I'm joining October wrap up and November wrap up, so that will be a joined wrap up, which you will see coming later on. So yeah, welcome to my birthday reading vlog. So I'm starting on the 2nd of November, and this vlog will finish at 10 a.m. on the 4th of November. Oh my word, my brain. Right, so basically I have started reading 2 books at the moment. One, again, I have been in the middle of this one for a while. I have been reading this one on the Kindle app called, I think it's called Free for Tea. It's the first book in a trilogy. It's a beautifully written book, but it's very, very heavy. If you're going to start this trilogy, please check trigger warnings, because it mainly centers around grief, an abusive relationship, cheating. Yeah, basically there's a lot of mess, but it's done in a way that it's not overly dramatic for the sake of it, and I love it. It mainly centers around these 3 women who are just feel like they're stuck, they're constricted, and they turn to each other for help. And oh my god, it is fantastically written, and it's fantastic. It's just taking me a while to read just because it's so heavy. So yeah, I'm reading that, and I'm also reading, I'm just going to double check the title, bear with, as they say in Miranda, American Royals Majesty. That is the 2nd book by Catherine McGee. Now, I have read the first book. It took me a while because I was reading it whilst I was in that crazy time at work, and it's very, very good. The first one was very good, and I kept constantly saying that this feels like Bianca and Katerina in Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare, and lo and behold, there is a reference to William Shakespeare in the first book. So I don't want to say that I've got high hopes for the 2nd book, but the first book ended on a cliffhanger, so I was like, I have to read the 2nd book now. And plus, both books were library books, and they're due back quite soon, so yeah, I need to do that pretty quick. So I've been reading those quite a bit. I've got a lot of books that I can choose from. I've even got some down here that I can pick as well. I'm currently sitting in the lounge right now. We've got a poorly cat, so she's picking and choosing where she sits upstairs at the moment. So, which includes my bed, as you've just seen from the previous clip. So I don't really want to disturb her. I don't really want to turf her off or do anything really. So she's a pretty old girl, bless her. Poor Coco. But anyway, I am going to continue. I think I'm going to jump into American Royals Majesty, I think. Just to see where that goes. I'm intrigued to see where that goes from where it left off in the first book. So we'll see where that happens. I will update you when I can. Hopefully before my birthday. Peace out. Okay, so I'm waiting for the bus. Sorry if it's a bit loud. But yes, hi, it's my birthday! And I've just finished work. It's probably about almost 1:50 right now. Not quite, maybe. But, yeah, I read a little bit more of... sorry, my phone's going a bit strange. Hold on a minute. Bit of a hot minute. Just had to answer a call. Yeah, the sun's in my eyes that way. But currently waiting for a bus home, and my camera's going a bit funny actually. This might be a bit weird. But yeah, I read a bit more, and the bus is here. What are you doing? Okay. What are you doing? No, she's ignoring me. No. She's ignoring me. You're on the biggest present, and I want to open it. No fair. Ooh. It's a lot of candles.
It is a lot of candles.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't really think about that. It's our happy birthday. It's a lot of candles.
Oh boy. Oh god, there's wax on it.
Don't worry.
I can't blow it out.
You're too far away.
Exactly.
There we go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Too far away from my own cake. 4 minute and a half. Right, I'm home now, obviously. And as you saw from the last clip, I had a bit of a problem blowing my candles out. Never be too far from your own birthday cake. Right. As you saw from the previous clip, I tried to explain what I last read, and then the bus showed up. Well, actually, no. First, I had a call from Mum, and then the bus showed up. Anyway, so basically, I read a bit more of... I've got the book right next to me. American Royals Majesty. And basically, it looks like Samantha is going to meet another guy. So from the first book, she's actually in love with her sister's fiancé, in inverted commas. If you haven't, I don't want to speak too much about the first book, especially if you haven't read the first book. My head is wild, especially if you haven't read the first book. But it looks like Princess Samantha is going to meet another guy. So I have no idea who that other guy is at the moment, or where that friendship or relationship is going to go. So yeah, that's interesting. And I also read another chapter of my audiobook, which is The Doctor by... I am blanking on the author right now, but I will put it here in the right here in the video for you. This is a book way out of my comfort zone, so, and I knew that going in, so hence why I've only read a chapter today. So I'm now wondering whether it would have been better for me to read it physically, and not via audio. But it's interesting at the moment how quickly Cassie has fallen in love with Greg, I completely agree why she's broken up with Preston. Completely agree. Amen, sister. But just like I'm just wondering if it's too fast with Greg. And if you read this book, perhaps you would understand why, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I mean, it's not totally taboo. I mean, he's 40 and she is in college. So I would say maybe 19, 20. So it's not huge, in my opinion. It's not huge. But yeah, it's pretty taboo. But yeah, it's still out of my comfort zone. But it's not too bad. I can really appreciate the effort that the author's gone into writing it. Writing sex scenes must be really hard. Just saying. I'm still finding it difficult to read, especially through audio. That's why I'm saying it's probably better for me to read this book physically. But this couldn't have been an easy book for the author to write. But it's interesting, actually, to go from you've loved someone from, say, high school age, and you've stayed with them through to college or university, and you're not vibing with how they've changed. So you've basically moved on to someone else. Anyway, so I've done that. Yesterday I basically read a lot of Tea for Free. I'm over 70% of that book now. So whether or not I'll read more of it, I have no idea. But we'll see. We'll see what I pick up. But I want to show you what I got for my birthday. Okay, ignore my pajamas and that Pikachu in the corner there. That has nothing to do with it. Right. This book, of course, there had to be a book in the purchase. I actually received 2 books. The second book I will put in somewhere on the screen. But this one, Purrs and Peril. I believe the author is Norwegian. It's set in Norway anyway. It's set in a cat cafe. And I believe a murder happens in the cafe or in the community of the cafe. And they have to basically try and solve it. So that is quite cool. I love that cat on the cover, I have to say. That is so cool and so adorably cute. And I got this. Love it. It looks like a blanket all folded up, actually, but it's not. It's a really lovely cardigan. It's a cozy cardigan. It's all fluffy down at the bottom. At the moment, it's making a little bit of a mess, molting fur right now, a bit like our cat Coco. So yeah, got some lovely socks there, and just a reusable bag. A mug, keyring. Mug and the keyring came together. In the gift I'm talking about. I thought there was something under there. Obviously not. And blah, 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 blah. In the corner here, a lovely purple suitcase. I love that colour. I adore that colour. But I desperately needed a new suitcase. So, thanking my wonderful godmother who gave that to me. And thank you to the lovely people who gave me these amazing presents. I clearly do not deserve them. I'm going to get much use out of all of these. I'm so tempted to start that book, but I won't. Not yet. I've got other books to read. That mug I will certainly be using. Maybe over the weekend at work. I have no idea. But yeah. Thank you very much, you wonderful, wonderful people. Alrighty, it took a while for my phone to start recording, which was a bit strange. Anyhow, I've read more of American Royals Majesty, and Princess Samantha's mystery man is actually a guy that Beatrice, Beatrice's parents was looking for as a potential husband for her in the first book. So, and actually Samantha and this other guy, I can't remember his name, both have the same kind of reputation. So that is very interesting. And he has agreed to be Samantha's date or fake date. So they are fake dating at the moment. So there is fake dating in this second book. Although you could argue there was fake dating going on in the first book as well. But this one it makes it more obvious that there's fake dating going on for sure. So I read more of that. I'm hoping to get at least halfway of American Royal Majesty, and I'm hoping to finish Tea for Free in this readathon, and it would be nice to finish The Doctor, my audiobookers, as well. So it would be good to finish 2 books out of the 3. We'll see what's going on, but yeah, let's see what happens. Hey, okay, so readathon's now over and my birthday's now over. Oh, okay, so had a fantastic meal, lovely pub meal. I haven't been to that pub in so long, and we just literally said, like, when was the last time we were here? And we kind of all worked out that the last time we actually ate at that pub was when I graduated university, which was I can't remember the actual date, but it was October 2019, so that was over 3 years ago. So it was long overdue going to that pub, but it was lovely food. But I have to say, most of us only had 2 courses, so the mains and the desserts, oh, it was so good. Like, I have to talk about the dessert though. Salted caramel tart with vanilla ice cream. If you can hear like a cry like a child or a cat meowing, that's Coco. She's on the windowsill in the sunshine. If she's still there, I'll flip the camera around. But yeah, so amazing food, lovely, amazing presents. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, lovely. Rather late night. Barely got any sleep, and now I've got a headache. So I didn't get much reading done as I would have liked to. I said I would have probably liked to have finished at least 2 or 3 books in this readathon. I've only finished 1. And it wasn't one that I even said that I was going to read. It's actually a Halloween book, so a month behind. But it was a really nice, fun little childlike book. It was really fun, actually. From the world of Mirabella, I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. In Double Trouble by Harriet Muncaster. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right as well. But it was a lovely book, and I love the cover. I will put it here. It is a lovely book, and there's more. She's written more, so I am very intrigued to see the other books that she's written. Coco's still meowing on the windowsill, and she's had enough. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. I may do another one, so stay tuned. Thanks for joining me on my birthday 48-hour reading vlog. Hope to see you soon. Bye, everybody.